The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Tanner Rapp with a pick. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Back to Gainwell here on second down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Rams first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and Diggs has it. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Mahomes. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They're going to run this with a tight end. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Well, they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Gainwell will score. Touchdown, L.A. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He'll drop to throw.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. 20! And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st down, Falcons.
They'll set up a throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Okay, right.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's brought in by Harris. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Able to find his man. It's Pickens.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A gain of 27 on the play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Falcons 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The Falcons going to use another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And it's now the Bears leading by a couple of touchdowns in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
Cannon now elects to bring this out.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They go play fake. Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
13 yards on the play. That's good for Rams.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again.
And some room to run now. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. He'll take it inside the 25.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Hey, 43, 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. And this one is right down the middle. Now that will extend their lead even further.
And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
You don't blue.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 yards.
On the draw, Gainwell. Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pick.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Chase Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
They run behind center with Gainwell. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's going to go up top again. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Black open.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Harris.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Rams' 33-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to throw again. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Touchdown, Falcons!
Najee Harris
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now down to 20.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they're staring smack dab at another loss here, and you just get the sense that this is an almost totally lost season.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Again, a run with Gainwell.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
On the handoff, Gainwell.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, Connor loses it, and the Falcons grab it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and then cuts this lead down to 13. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And here's a handoff to Gainwell. And not a whole lot to speak on there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, it's Gainwell. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Najee Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now a handoff up the middle. Felder. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Back to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you play really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He'll look to throw. It's caught by Hooper.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play.
He's back to throw.
Down the left sideline.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Makes the score Falcons 35, Rams 34.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, and if I would kept after one patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his third field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Rams have won the game.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for L.A., it's a hallelujah moment as they pick up their first win following 12 straight defeats.
Yeah. Hold up. It ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flow that stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitated. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertip like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's you heard, we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band, young Chris a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.